Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to Cafe Wish Podcast. This is Cafe Wish Podcast, CWP. I am your host, Cabin Black. And today I have my guest who is going to be a co host. She is back in full effect. Say hello, everyone, to Scarlett.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of the world. And I could say good day, the whole, entire world anyway. So all of the gender people are welcome here to listen. By the way, I am Scarlett, full of love. And I'm so happy to be interviewed and, you know, be back again. So hi. So I'm so excited and eager to, talk about for today.
Awesome. Thank you for saying hi, Scarlett, and I hope everyone is ready for this segment of Cafe Witch Podcast interview. Today's topic, we're going to be covering something uh, that is, I think, near and dear to me. Well, not think, it is near and dear to me. I am a proud member of the LGBTQIA plus community, and I'm an advocate also for those who are queer and gay like me. So, without further ado, the topic today is going to be called A Gay Like Thee. And we're just going to be really just having a conversation about uh, what are experiences, viewpoints, what are the fun things that being a part of the community can bring, the joyous parts of being who you are, living out loud, living bold, living brave, doing the things that make you happy. What does that feel like? The from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. What does that feel like? So, like I said, without further ado, here we go. All right, Scarlett. My initial question is going to be this: what does being a gay like thee mean to you?
First of all, I would like to say this that I'm also part of the LGBTQ plus community. I'm also proud to say that I am a trans. So that's how I prepared myself. So, well, for me, the points of view that I can give for that topic today for, a gay like me is, I think for us, it's never just about labels. It's about finally being free to be exactly who we are. That's something that I could say. And we spent so long hiding, shrinking ourselves or changing how we act just to fit in. And this community is our safe space, and where we don't have to explain ourselves, apologize, or pretend to be someone else. So we lift um ourselves or each other, you know, up there when the world is cruel. And also we celebrate every small win like it's a big party, and we prove that love and joy and kindness is always there and don't have rules. That's what we have. And we don't just exist, we shine loudly and unapologetically. So it's really fun to be part of the LGBT because you could express who you are, you could do whatever you want, and at the same time, the love of the community is there, especially the support each other. So when you be part of the community, you would feel like you are the queen, you would feel like you're the princess, you will feel like you're the hero, even you're gonna be pretend as the president. So that's how the community works, by the way. And we turn ordinary plans or days into celebrations. That's the best fun here in LGBTQ community because my win, your win is our win. So that's how we do. Like we do birthdays, small wins, pride, and just because we're alive and proud, it's how we are. And we have the best vibe and style. Bold fashion, creativity, humor, and energy that lights up in any room. And also everyone's biggest cheerleader. So we hype each other and also we listen, and we don't judge. So that's how I could say, by the way, for that.
Outstanding, outstanding. That is a really great response for a gay like me, because that is so true. We live every day the best the way that we can. Like we try to strive for our best and to give our best every day and showing up authentically in a world where majority of the world is heterosexual and it's aligned to that, and that's not a problem necessarily for me. But being a gay like me, I agree with you, is that we have to celebrate the small wins as well as the big wins. We have to celebrate days that other people may not even consider. What do I mean by that? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is every day is an important day, a special day that we get to wake up, we get to live, breathe this air, and be who we are. We don't have to be trapped in a closet. We don't have to be confined to any other cultural bias, religious biases. We get to trailblaze our own journey. And there's a lot of things that come along with that. There's pros and cons to everything. But this segment, I want to focus on the pros, right? What it feels like just to be who you are authentically and to live out loud, like I said before. Not feeling uh, the dread, if there is a dread, of not being authentically yourself, right? Showing up every day, being able to wear the clothes that you want to wear your hairstyle the way you want to wear it, wear makeup or don't wear any makeup at all, to confine yourself to a sexual orientation, representation, or presentation as such, or not. If you just want to show up and be a man, or you want to be as you are a woman, or you want to be non binary, right? However, you want to be, who you are inside can be truly illuminated and reflected outwardly. And then also it goes into the creativity. We're able, because I believe that the LGBTQIA plus are so creative and always have been on the face of this planet since way back when, since the beginning of time. We've always been innovators, creators, creative, right? Because I believe, this is what I functionally believe, we live in a functional society where the only thing for us to be is our authentic selves, and we have to reinvent a lot of the things that we were taught when we were younger, when we experiences that we went through. We have to reinvent those things. We have to recategorize those things. We have to be creative in our representation. So, that's my little 2 cents. I'm going to ask another question, and I'm going to let you just have the floor, okay? Um, this is your interview, so it's not mine. So, uh, but yeah, so what brings you joy? What are the joyous things? The things that make you feel good about being who you are.
First, I was struggled as well to identify who really I am growing up. But because of the community, I was able to identify who I really am. And growing up, there was no LGBTQ plus that was being called before. It was just like LGBT, and there's no plus, something like that. So growing up, that's the only thing that I have, learning the LGBT, gay and also bisexual. So that's what I've learned growing up, and I'm also enjoying because I am a race Filipino, so we called here bakla. So even you were a transgender, even though you were gay, you're queer, as long as you're different, the people will call you bakla or bayot. So for us, it is something that was always used against us. And it was hurting because if somebody says you that, it's really hurting. But nowadays, if somebody called me bakla or gays, it's easy for us to understand, like, it's okay, I'm proud of it because the community was helping to us. So that was that was the fun thing that I'm learning from now, because the negative thing that I've experienced before, I turn it to a positive now, and we're just making it fun, by the way, what we called or what we have received from other people.
You said bakla. What does bakla mean again?
Bakla means you're gay. So if somebody says you, "Hey, bakla," you're being called as a gay. And they said it as well in a different term, bayot, which means also in a way of gay, but it's like quite hard from being called bakla. Because when you say bayot, you were quite dirty enough to be called, you're different. We're like abnormal, just like what people says here. But growing up, I've heard that, but right now, those things is just normal to me. And nowadays, we are so happy because even you go through corporate words, financial insurance, or any other industry, there will always bakla that stand out. And any other transgender or any other gender, we could say, there will always be a queen who always do the best on the industry. And I'm so proud because since I'm part of the LGBT, that's also my mom told me growing up. Like, it's okay to be gay when you grow up, but make sure you do your best, be good at school, because if you are gay and you're good, all the attention, all the judgment, the judgment will never be there. They were all gonna look at you like, oh, this is the bakala that we want because doing well. So right now, there's changes, diversity things happen. Even also transgender can join Miss Universe. All the people are being understand right now when it comes to LGBT. So I am so happy that the people now are quite open to it. And even though in television or anything like that, we have also international pageantry that we can join on. So there are always a community for us. So I think the good thing for this podcast is something that about the community that we can provide, not just in gay but all of the gender. Because even though you're not gay, even